Hi, I'm Mandy, I'm 38 and I was diagnosed with FND in November 2017. FND is basically our nervous system has been damaged, so our brains don't send or receive the right signals anymore. So people get symptoms of basically involuntary movement, balance problems, incontinence, um, weakness in their limbs. They can be paralysed. It can affect the eyesight. Some people have non-epileptic seizures. It affects our muscles, our concentration, fatigue, and we have good days and bad days. Basically, our brains don't send or receive the right signals, and it can happen at any point. We could be okay for 1 minute, and the next minute we could be basically not be able to move or speak. It's so unpredictable. The problem is a lot of health professionals and a lot of people don't know anything about functional neurological disorder, and that's why today is FND Awareness Day and we need to get it out there. My symptoms are balance problems. I have involuntary body jerks, so my arms and my legs move involuntary. I go off balance all the time when I'm walking. It looks like I'm drunk or I'm on drugs. When I'm reading, close up things, everything's shaking. When I get stressed or really upset, my body goes into complete spasm where all my muscles are cramping up on me and my hands go into a fist shape and I can't move my hands. I start breathing really quickly and hyperventilating. I can't control it. I can't speak sometimes with it, and after it could last 3 hours, it could last an hour, it could last 30 minutes. After it I can hardly move because I'm basically wiped out. I have to sleep, and the next day it's like I've run a marathon. My body is so sore after it, it's untrue. It affects my concentration. I get really bad brain fog. So a lot of the time I forget words, I forget what I'm going to say. I can't speak, I'll stutter. I get really tired. So some nights, in fact, a lot of the nights, I end up going to bed at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and I'm just basically zonked out. During the night, I'm in a lot of pain. I wake up constantly where my body and my back, it goes into spasm, and I struggle to actually turn over in bed, get out of bed. Most mornings I can't feel my hands, my arm, pins and needles. Also, sometimes my brain's telling me my bladder is full, so I go to the toilet and then I stand up thinking I'm finished, and all of a sudden more wee comes out. So a lot of people have incontinence, as I have it quite mild compared to some people. I'm lucky that I don't have proper non-epileptic seizures. I have very mild ones, like I said, when I get stressed and worried, where my body goes into spasm and it's not nice. But a lot of people have proper non-epileptic seizures. Or you could be also where you're in like a little bubble and you're staring into space and you can hear things around you, but you can't communicate. You're just in that little bubble, and all of a sudden you're like, what just happened there? We need to get healthcare professionals more educated on this, because a lot of us, we get treated really badly. Oh, it's like, it's all in your head, you can snap out of it. You know, people having non-epileptic seizures getting told snap out of it, or they're making it up. You know, they're doing it for attention. It's disgusting the way people get treated with FND, it really is. So when we hear a health professional that actually is aware of it and is, you know, nice to us, it's a lovely thing to have. people can get worse with FND. Normally, if you seek treatment early on your symptoms, you've got a better recovery. I'm having neuropsychology at the moment to try and retrain my brain to stop having these involuntary movements. So I have to basically try and unravel my brain and stop having these silly patterns that my brain has picked up. And it's very, very difficult. I mean, I've been in my own mindset for 38 years, so try to think differently and, you know, unravel the patterns of my brain, it's going to be really, really hard. I'm waiting for neuro physio, and that will help me with my walking. It'll help me with my body spasms and on my twitches and involuntary movements. It'll help me basically, you know, basically control things better. I'm having cognitive behavioural therapy. And I'm also trying to like pace myself more. So normally if you're having a good day, you try and do as much as you can, but then the next day you suffer for it. So I found when I'm really busy and I'm trying to get on with the day because I'm having a good day and I can actually move and I've got energy, and I'm trying to, you know, do as much as I can, when as soon as I sit down I can't move because I've done that much and my body's like that and my head's going like that and I'm just like, whoa. So I've got to try and learn to pace myself, where if I'm doing something, make sure I have lots of breaks in between, and basically just look after myself, really. We beat up ourselves quite a lot. We feel a lot of guilt because we can't do things that we used to do sometimes. We think people are thinking it's all in our heads when it's not. I've basically had friends that don't speak to me anymore. They'll walk past me, they'll say hiya, but if I go towards them to speak to them, they'll walk away. I feel quite insecure doing a school run now because I've had a lot of people that just don't talk to me anymore, and it's not nice, and I don't know what I've done wrong, but you just got to get on with it. Luckily I've got a good family network and I've got a lot of good friends as well, and they will help me when I need it, if they can, and they understand that, you know, I have to rest and I can't do things the way I used to do. I'm currently not working at the moment. I will be losing my job as a teaching assistant because I can't go into work anymore in case I fall. I have one of my FND attacks. Every day is different, so it's not consistent. 1 minute I can be okay, next I'm not, and they need someone that's going to be in work every day doing the job, and it's go 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 go. And when that happens to me, I just end up, I can't, my brain can't handle it. It just basically shuts down. So unfortunately I'm going to be out of work for a bit until I try and get myself better, if I get better. I'm staying positive, which you have to be. You've got to get on with it, but at the end, I can't even speak. See, at the end of the day, you've got to really look after yourself and try and, you know, do a lot of self-care and basically just go with it, really. But really have to rest a lot, which I find hard to do because I was so active. I've got 2 children. I used to take them out all the time. I used to go out a lot, and now I don't have a life as such anymore. But hopefully that'll change once I start getting myself better. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. That's FND. I appreciate you watching if you have done, and we really need to get FND out there as much as possible because hardly anyone knows about it, and we do get treated quite horrible when there's people out there that know nothing about it. So FND aware, FND we care, and let's get it out there. Thank you for watching. Bye.